going on today? Oh, we got something to talk about. Hold on. Make sure you come in, you like, subscribe, and comment. Hold the rounds. If you want to get serious in 2026, I'm making the first move. Let's see what Andrew Berry is going to do after this move that was made less than 24 hours ago. Andrew, we got faith in you. Andrew, we got faith in you. Come on, Andrew. Listen. Everybody relax. Andrew Berry knows exactly what to do. Andrew Berry got it a different way now. Andrew Berry still has, I'm going to say after this move last night, Andrew Berry has some additional considerations. Will he still trade down from 12? Will he still trade down to go to 12? Or will he stay at number 6? Because the move that was made last night, it is significant. And I got the notes, Vestas. Hold on, trying to find my notes. Because I want to make sure I give you the right information. And I got my notes. Vestas. So buckle up. We got 4 days and a wake up to the NFL draft. Buckle up, Vestas, because the news that's about to come out before the draft. Oh, Vestas, the draft has already started. Andrew Berry is officially on the clock today on a Sunday. But before I begin, let me go ahead and do this Vestas roll call. Oh my gosh, this is what I like to see. Because I'm excited, y'all. If y'all can't tell, I'm very excited. So while the Vestals are continuing to come in the room, let me go ahead and officially warm up this room with some, just some other topics for the Vestals to get in here, because I don't want them to miss the grand finale, okay? Come on with it. Now, this is something. So in the last live, the awesome live that we had yesterday, it was some questions, right? I couldn't find the slide, but I got it now. So I think it was Coach asked, what other NFL teams need quarterbacks? So I went back to my notes, and this is what I came up with today. Now, number 5, we're going to ignore number 5. Oh, trust me, Danny, she's on the way. I know you're looking for your counterpart, because I'm looking for it too. Now, if Coach or whoever asked that question last night, these are the teams that need quarterbacks, because we was talking about Taylen Green. Where could Taylen Green possibly go, Vestas? And y'all, I did some digging, and I think it was Val C or another Vestal. And the reason why I call out these names, because I want y'all to know that I pay attention to the comments, and I try to call y'all and give y'all credits. So if it wasn't Val C, somebody had put in the comments last night, they say, hey, Tony, Emory Hunt also spoke of Taylen Green. Now, the video I was able to find, whoever dropped that nugget on my door last night, I thank you so much. Ooh, I thank you so much. Because Emory Hunt, Emory Hunt said some of the same things that I said. And I got that clip, Vestals. So for whoever asks, where could Taylen Green go? Look at this slide. Let me go ahead and pull this over here so I can give y'all my full attention. Come on with it. So we already know about the Raiders. We already know about that. Hey, Mendoza could go number 1, but guess what? The Raiders could say, hey, we finna go a different direction. Taylen Green come up to the stage. But hey, we shall see, okay? We shall see. But I still would love Taylen Green in Vegas, okay? Look at the Jets. I think it was 420 or someone brought up last night that the Jets also was a fit. Now, Taylen Green in the interview, it had to be the interview with another player, ex-player, that I'm going to bring up later in this live when we talk about Taylen Green. Somebody who used to play in the NFL as a quarterback asked Taylen Green, when you was at the combine, what teams did you meet with, y'all? Do you know what Taylen Green said? I think he asked him how many. Taylen Green said, I met with at least 20. Ooh. You mean to tell me them teams already know who Taylen Green is? It's just probably the media that's been trying to push everybody in a certain direction. Because what we talking about, 20 out of 32 teams already met with Taylen Green at the combine. Now, he did say, someone was like 15 minutes, go to the next room, 15 minutes, go to the room, 15 minutes. But in order to get into those rooms, you have to still be invited. So 20 of 32 teams met with Taylen Green in February. Now, he did, this particular NFL quarterback asked, well, how many teams did you get a formal invite to? Oh. And y'all, the Jets was one. So whoever brought up the Jets in the live last night, hey, you was on something, okay? Now let's continue. The Arizona Cardinals. Guess who else? Guess who else Taylen Green said he met with behind the scenes at the combine? The Arizona Cardinals. Nah, I know they already got one, but it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt to get another good quality top tier quarterback in the first round, even if you already got a QB1. But hey, and you know, the first time I heard Taylen Green, I said for some reason I saw him going to the Cardinals, but we shall see. We only got a few more days, okay? Now, let's keep going. We ain't gonna worry about number 6. This is just some haters out there. We ain't worried about number 6, okay? Now, what else? Miami Dolphins, we're not. So this is an old slide. The Miami Dolphins, they already got Malik Willis for their good money. Good money. So we're not gonna worry about on the Miami Dolphins. It says the Los Angeles Rams. Who else? The Jets. We talked about the Jets. So that's it, y'all, okay? So let's keep pushing. Yeah, I didn't know that was one of his nicknames too. We're gonna go over that last, but yeah, I know. And do y'all know there's some? So hey, guess what, y'all investors? Now I don't know if this rumor has any legs, but they saying that hey, the just in case, just like the Cleveland Browns, they may trade down to get an extra pick. Well, guess who they say may give up their number round pick 1 draft to the Saints? Yes, the Raiders. I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw one particular mock draft. They saying that the Saints, that the LA Raiders may trade down to the Saints. Where's they gonna put Mendoza? We shall see. Let's keep going. What's up? Blind Beauty is big time. I got you, coach. I got you, coach. All right, well, to me, the investors are in the room. So let's go ahead and talk about Taylen Green. I'm not going to keep you too long because this is not the main attraction tonight, but I do want to let the investors know, Gemini, that I did do my homework. And when I did my homework, more information came out. So just give me 5 more minutes on Taylen Green, and then we're going to talk about the main attraction, which is that thumbnail, okay? As a Cowboy fan, I wouldn't mind. Guess who also officially met with Taylen Green? It was the Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys. What's up, Meet Elite? Oh yeah. I don't got my fire. Oh yeah, I know it's time. Now, Taylen Green. What did I find out? Now, this is just some slides that we have had over before. This is just a review. We already talked about this. We covered this last night. This is another image. I love this image of Taylen Green. Let's keep talking. Nah, okay. So I do my homework, right? Other people have produced videos on Taylen Green. I'm happy about that, right? I'm happy about that. But we finna get to this one here. Look. Now they're talking about him being a day 2. I don't see it based off the buzz that Taylen Green has caused in all of these different interviews with John Gruden and also with Emory Hunt. Now that interview is starting to pop back up, Gemini. The interview with Emory Hunt regarding Taylen Green. Whoo! I don't know what the initial view count of that video before his name became popular, but Emory Hunt spoke of Taylen Green 8 months ago. 8 months ago, Emory Hunt spoke on Taylen Green. And y'all, I'm finna play that out of your clip. Now, what Emory Hunt said, matter of fact, I ain't gonna mix his words. I'm gonna let him tell you. Let me go ahead and get this clip queued up. Emory Hunt. And y'all already know his coach. Just a reminder, if you didn't catch it live last night, Taylen Green's coach is Bobby Petrino, who also was Mike Vick's coach and Lamar Jackson coach. And now he was Taylen Green's coach. So That's why now I'm confused. Like, yeah, why is Taylen Green not getting that much traction? But hold on, let's keep going. Let me get to this slide. Here we go. Here's the interview. Here's the interview. That's the thumbnail. If you want to go out and look at the Emory Hunt interview that I watched. Okay, let me go ahead and get this fired up. And Gemini, let me know if this is the same video you were referring to when you brought it up. Here we go.
That has done it.
We're gonna start off right. Hold on, Vestas. Turn this down so it don't bust your eardrums. Let me go in and turn this down also, Vestas, so you can hear every word that Emory Hunt said in this interview. Come on to the stage, Emory Hunt. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Emory Hunt Jr., CBS college football sports analyst, also the football game plan founder and owner of that, breaking down football at every level, and he's joining us now on the Chuck and Bo Show. Emory, thanks for joining us on short notice this morning. After we heard that, we reached out, we wanted to talk to you, and here you are. Appreciate it. Good morning.
Good morning. Appreciate you guys having me on.
And I now have learned, since we reached out to get you on, that back in 2023, you were on Sirius XM, the college sports channel, with Andy Staples on a show, and you said that Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson is the top quarterback in the 23 NFL draft class, and I think you got that one right. So we've got some credibility in the past. What are your thoughts? I mean, we heard some of it there, but I don't know. I see a lot of upside with Taylen Green, but I'm up close, you know, and sometimes your view can be a little distorted because you see all the upside. What are you seeing with him, and why aren't more people talking about this?
It's fascinating. Yeah, I get frustrated on my side of things because it's, you know, if we're all looking at the same tape, and if we're all kind of be drafted, you know, analysts or evaluators, how can you talk up Lenora Sellers but not talk up Taylen Green? And when you think about Green, bigger, you know, faster, a little bit more arm talent in terms of throwing with touch at times, and has the arm flexibility, and has worked with a pro, you know, coaching in Petrino and what he has done to develop guys into the pro level. How could you not talk that up? And we've seen flashes. This is not necessarily a wild take like some may believe it to be. When you think about, okay, what's working at the NFL level? What's the traits that people look for, the tools that people look for? Has he shown the flash that you can say, okay, if there's a little bit more growth, we can see how he can develop into a valuable starter for us? You don't see that with a guy that's going to the senior year, but you see it with a guy that's, you know, 19, 20 years old. I just thought that was, you know, that was not doing justice of the process. And so I did this last year with, it's funny to see everybody was all on Cam Ward, but I was talking up Cam Ward since Incarnate Word, and nobody heard, nobody paid attention. Then just between January to April, he was everybody's favorite quarterback. So I always wait. I may not be wrong. I'm just early. So if he improves like I expect him to do in Bobby Petrino's offense, then Taylen Green, people start to slowly come around to seeing how good he is.
Now, I know I should have cut that up. That was almost 3 minutes. Now, he said in the beginning he was surprised too on why people was not talking about Taylen Green. Mind you, this video is 8 months ago. So at that time, Mendoza was not even a thought. Ty Simpson was not even a thought. But still, even back then, Emory Hunt had his eyes on Taylen Green. And it seemed like some people knew who Taylen Green was, knew of his capabilities and his abilities, right, as an elite quarterback, but it still was hidden, right? Now, let me go ahead and finish. But Emory Green said he don't understand why people was not talking about Taylen Green at that time, even though he said he didn't understand how some people would uplift Lenora Sellers, but not Taylen Green. Let's keep going.
Can you describe to someone who doesn't follow football, who hasn't played football like you did, and then really, makes a living breaking it down, and it seems like you just breathe it. That's how much time you spend on it. What year one might have been like for a guy like Taylen Green, coming from Boise State, Bobby Petrino's system, the offensive line wasn't great. What is that experience like year one? And then what gets better just naturally if you've got a good quarterback coach and maybe your offensive line improves?
It's fascinating when you think about, okay, I look at it as if, let's say high school football, you played 3A ball. That's the highest level you played. Then you get to college and realize, oh, these dudes are as good as me, if not better. I got to increase my game. I hadn't seen this level of consistent talent across the board. That's no different than going from Boise State to Arkansas. So him getting athletic to seeing down in, down out, the speed and explosiveness of the SEC. And it takes some guys a little bit of time to adjust. But we saw him do great things right out of the gate, playing in the Power 5 conference, Power 4 conference, and working with a new offense, trying to figure out, okay, who's the check, who do I have to go to in case this happens? Those are the things you're trying to work through. On top of him getting banged up last year, I think that's the other part that people forget about. So he was healthy in a new offense, working, in a new conference or subdivision, let's call it subdivision. So all of those factors are involved. But the good part is we saw flashes. We saw him play some of his best ball late, the Liberty Bowl, obviously the game against Mississippi State. I know it's Mississippi State, and everybody put it to Mississippi State last year. But we saw some progression. And then you saw some early flash, like the Oklahoma State game, but you saw both sides. You saw the great, and then you saw the bad. But at the end of the day, there's enough there to say, hey, this guy is not that far off. And we've seen this before with Bobby Petrino.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about Bobby Petrino in your?
All right, Vesta. So that out of the, I'm going to say 12-minute video, that is, I'm going to say most that he said about Taylen Green. But what he said about Taylen Green in that particular video, I liked it. And now everybody is talking about Taylen Green. Y'all, I know I have said some things, but I don't say things for what they call a clout account. I'm trying to tell you, I got a strong feeling that Taylen Green is going to surprise some teams. And I saw your comment, Coach. Dak is good. We ain't saying that Taylen Green gonna come in and just remove Dak off his throne in Dallas. All we saying is he is a hell of a backup. And trust me, based off what we saw last night in the videos, if StreamYard would get their stuff together, because I already put in my feedback and gave them my response. Once they get their act together, I'll be able to throw some videos up here. But watch them highlights. Just go to that John Gruden interview that he did with Taylen Green now about 3 days ago. You will see the highlights. John Gruden was at the table just fiending and drooling over Taylen Green. He got it. And hey, for all those viewers and investors, Tony Tags, why are you talking about Taylen Green? The reason why I'm talking about Taylen Green, because I don't know if it's the NFL, but I definitely know it's the media. Just like they had so they doing Taylen Green, how can I say, in a different way from when they did Shedeur Sanders. Taylen Green, listen, if John Gruden was drooling over Taylen Green, right, at the table, if you just saw what Emory Hunt said about Taylen Green, right, we're trying to say that the media has not given Taylen Green his how can I say, his star for this year. They've talked about Mendoza. They've talked about, what's the other guy? Ty Simpson. They did it on purpose. So in a way, it's another form of collusion against another young black quarterback. Handsome, articulate, very smart. Listen, John Gruden was giving him so many accolades. Listen, don't worry. We only got 3 more days in the wake up. And then I start talking. I'll be like, hey, shout out Taylen Green. We got you in there. Now do what you need to do, young man. And then I'm going to focus back on Shedeur. But see, I'm trying to prevent on this channel any person that I see that they try to railroad. And I'm specifically talking about the media, because you saw what they tried to do to Ruben Baines Jr. We got that fixed. Shh. is silenced now, right? Look at the Taylen Green. I never knew Taylen Green existed since the combine, right? I said, oh no, I'm not gonna let them bury Taylen Green. Investors, let me tell you one thing. You're gonna learn if you ever try to start your podcast, the algorithm is always listening. And when people start saying names over and over and over and over, the algorithm is going to start generating and videos and buzzes about who is Taylen Green. Why algorithm is like, why people bringing up Taylen Green? And guess what? As you know, I never thought that I would know that all these people started talking about Taylen Green because we'll put it out there in the atmosphere and in the algorithm. Okay, so trust me. We're just trying to get him over this hump because of what they did to Shedeur Sanders last year, right? That's it. Taylen Green is the hidden gem of this draft because the media has tried to bury him under Mendoza and Ty Simpson. And out of all people, Ty Simpson, really, the devil is a lie. Okay? But just give me 3 more days. And then all this we put the rest, okay? Let's see here. Let's go back to him. So Dak is going to be okay. Dak is solidified. Now, do I think he's going to go to the Cowboys? Ooh, Vestas. What if the Cowboys contacted the Browns for the trade down to get a Taylen Green? There's a particular player that the Cowboys want, which is why they would give up number 12 and number 20. Could it be Taylen Green? That's something to consider, Vestas. Who do the Cowboys want for them to come to the Cleveland Browns specifically to get? We need to think about that, Vestas. We need to think about that. All right. We need to think about that. Dangerous. Emory Hunt did another interview last week saying the same thing, but a quick interview. Okay. Thank you. What's up, Black Diamond 306? As you know, we over here already digging. It's a shame how the media says nothing about Taylen Green. I heard more about him from you than anybody else. Thank you very much. I take a bow. But listen, Emory Hunt, I take a bow on that. Thank you. But listen, now the interviews are popping up. Let me go back through this right here. And I did the dates on purpose. So this particular one, I'm going to show this, right? Actually, you see, out of the pocket, this is an interview back here from last month. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all because we're finna go there now. RG3 did an interview with Taylen Green, not about Taylen Green, with Taylen Green last month. Yes, Taylen Green in the flesh himself. And he said something very interesting in that video. I'm going to play those audio clips. But then also, you're going to find out who has been helping Taylen Green's in the background to develop into this Megatron that John Gruden called himself 3 days ago on that video. Out of all the quarterbacks John Gruden talked to this year, he called this young man, Taylen Green, Megatron. I played that last night, Vestas. Here we go. What's up, Donna C? We called you up. Welcome, Donna C. Make sure you get your nose, your drink, and your vest. Welcome, Donna C. Let's see here. He been looking for you. Let's see here. There she is. He would be great on the. Listen, shh. I'm about to play that, y'all. Okay, y'all, let me go ahead and put it because the Vestas, we are on the same accord. Let me tell you one thing. Out of all the teams, Taylen Green said he would love to play for when he was asked by RG3 directly. He said, out of all the teams, if you could choose where you wanted to go, guess what? Guess what he said, right? He said the Ravens, to play specifically behind Lamar Jackson because they had the same coach and basically I'm assuming they have the same playing style and the offense is there. However, Taylen Green, now he didn't make these statements after John Harbaugh left. So maybe he's already talked to Lamar Jackson behind the scenes just to see what that offensive scheme is to see if it still fit him. But he did say even after John Harbaugh has left and Todd Monken has left, because Todd Monken now is with the Cleveland Browns. Like I said, I don't know when the video was, right? But it was published March the 9th of this year here. And Taylen Green in that video, he still said the Ravens just to be behind Lamar Jackson. So, hey, maybe that's why Todd Monken, when he was there in Baltimore, he wanted Shedeur Sanders. They wanted to draft Shedeur Sanders to the Ravens to get him behind Lamar. Who knows? But guess what? We don't have to worry about them no more because Todd Monken has paired up with Shedeur Sanders in Cleveland. And that's what we're going to talk about, Lav. This is why Taylen Green is in the middle. Let me go and play these clips, and then we're going to get on Cleveland. Jets. Make sure you hit the like button. Yes, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, like, subscribe, all that. Because this is that week. Heard the Jets too. All right, let's go ahead. All right, we got that one out the way. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next audio clip. And there's only two, y'all. There's only two. This is RG3.
This is why I came to Arkansas and getting coached by Coach Petrino. On one of my visits, I thought we was watching with Lamar film. I mean, what he did well, and also things he could do better at. Then when I got there in spring and in the summer, we're still watching Lamar put-ups of things that he's done and things that he's processing and seeing. So I mean, I watched a ton of Lamar Jackson.
Okay, when people say you're a day 3 QB but a day 1 athlete, do you take that as disrespect or do you take that as motivation?
Now what? Now did y'all hear that right there? And now y'all know why I go so hard for Taylen Green. This is RG3 wife. She said, "How do you feel when people say that you are a day 3 draft pick but you are a one-day talent?" If you don't believe, hold on, I'm gonna rewind that again. Now why? See. They doing him the same way they did Shedeur Sanders. Let me replay that. I wish I could turn it up more. Here we go, y'all.
Reasons why I came to Arkansas and getting coached by Coach Petrino. On one of my visits, I thought we was watching with Lamar film. I mean, what he did well, and also things he could do better at. Then when I got there in spring and in the summer, we're still watching Lamar put-ups of things that he's done and things that he's processing and seeing. So I mean, I watched a ton of Lamar Jackson.
Okay, when people say you're a day 3 QB but a day 1 athlete, do you take that as disrespect or do you take that as motivation?
Definitely motivation. Like I said, I always have a chip on my shoulder and been counted out a lot of times. But at the same time, of course, I want to go as high as possible, but at the same time, being in the right fit, in the right system. And, always going to carry that, with me and never be satisfied and to keep pushing. And I just want somebody that drafts me that in the right system. And, always going to carry that, with me and never be satisfied and to keep pushing. And I just want somebody that drafts me that truly believes in me as a quarterback. So.
Now, Taylen, not everybody knows this, but
watch this.
We've talked, and I've had a chance to mentor you over the years and kind of help you with how to attack defenses and how to learn them.
Now let me stop RG3 right there. Listen, it's a lot of things in the past I have not agreed with you, especially when it came to Andrew Reese, right? But this right here, thank you for helping this young man develop into an NFL caliber quarterback. I am going to give you this one. So thank you for reaching back in the community and giving back to this young man. Okay, since you have been his mentor, and it seemed like Taylen Green has, I'm going to say he's even going to thank you for what you've done for him in the background for all these years. So thank you, RG3.
Offense. And it's something I've taken a lot of pride in, and you've been extremely receptive to everything that we've talked about over the years. But when you talk about this position switch crowd,
watch this.
What do you think it is about your game that
Taylen Green is about to put it out there, y'all, on why he thinks a lot of people trying to get him to switch from wide receiver from wide receiver from quarterback, and he didn't hold no punches, y'all. Taylen Green just said exactly what he thought was on his mind. Hold one.
They're missing really on purpose because of what they saw at the combine with your measurables.
First, I appreciate you for taking the time to help me throughout my whole college career, because I have a lot of questions. And I know you're busy, so I appreciate it. But I mean, honestly, just with everything that Coach Petrino puts on my plate, I mean, just I have to read the coverage, I have to read the D-line scheme, the techniques. I gotta know what the linebackers are in. I gotta know what truly all 22 people are doing every single play. The run game was fully on me, pass game and all that. So it was a lot that was on me, and he was gonna let me know when I messed up, and he was gonna let me know when I do good. So I would say definitely it wasn't no clean cut, just 1, 2, 3 read, pure progression read. It was definitely read the coverage, and it's like chess, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, because I know in talking to Lamar, I got a chance to be there with him for his first 3 years of his NFL career. Got to watch him develop and go win an MVP. And that's one thing that he told me. He said, man, people think I was in college reading half the field and just like running around. He said, but nah, with Coach Petrino, we was out there running an NFL scheme.
Did y'all hear that? Coach Petrino, just like Deion Sanders, just like Coach Prime in those mountains, right? If you get with the right, and that's why I'm saying all the players that left Coach Prime, I hope you know what you were doing, because it only seems like there's a handful of these college players, these college coaches that are actually having you run through NFL schemes. We know Deion Sanders is doing up there in the mountains of Boulder, and now Bobby Petrino, who was also the quarterback coach for Mike Vick, Lamar Jackson, and now Taylen Greens, they're teaching them NFL schemes. So the young man that have ever left Coach Prime, I hope you know where you was going and what you was missing out on. Let me continue.
So why do you think people misconstrue that?
Oh, listen.
With you when it comes
to
all the responsibilities that you had at the line of scrimmage?
To be honest, I don't know. I mean, I would say I definitely make some flashy throws and some flashy runs.
With you when it comes to all the responsibilities that you had at the line of scrimmage?
To be honest, I don't know. I mean, I would say I definitely make some flashy throws and some flashy runs, but at the same time, I make some, I wouldn't say like boring throws, but I wouldn't say that, but I would say like just going through the offense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely want some plays that I want back for sure, and learning and going through those plays, but I would say it's definitely a mix between those.
Where do you rank yourself in this year's NFL draft QB class?
I mean, of course, I gotta stay first, and that's truly, that's just how I feel. I'm a competitor.
As you should.
Yes, that's the thing about QBs, man. Only one of us plays. So, like, if you don't think you that dog, then you're in the wrong
you
place.
Ain't doing it right.
Right. So I know for me, when I was coming out, they thought I was a 4.7, 4.8 guy. Yeah, I told Grete about that.
That's crazy.
I'm like, bro, what are they talking about?
How even looking at you like in that?
Is that it? Okay, that's it for that one. Hold on, and I got one more. Now, he's about to say something, y'all.
It definitely does.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all are so nice. A big part of the combine is also the meetings you get to have with the teams. I don't know if you know exactly every single team, but like what teams did you meet with at the combine that were substantial?
I had a formal with the Jets. That was really good.
Jets.
I mean, informals, it was crazy. I mean, it'll be 15 minutes and you're going to the next coach. So I want to say it was about 20 teams that I met with informally.
20
so
teams.
I can't even, off the brain, off the dome, I really can't. Yeah.
What was
Now, if you watch that video, when he said 20, RG3, who is an NFLS cornerback, when he said 20, he said, whew, even he knows that's significant. 20 teams met with Taylen Green at the combine. Let's keep going, y'all.
favorite meeting?
That's a really good question. I would say the most unique meeting was the Cardinals, because they didn't really talk about like background or it just said like, what's the first thing that pops into your head? And it was like, he said like NFL, then he was like woman, then he was like, well, he said girls, then he was like, he just gave like some, yeah.
What was your
Robert's answer would be cereal.
No, stop it.
Strawberry Cheerios.
I mean,
You listen. Okay, listen.
My answer to my girls, I was like fiance because I got a fiance, so you know, so I had to.
Hey, but
That's first, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so I had to.
They're not about to catch you slipping.
Yeah, nah, I can't.
So,
Can't.
I know for me at the Combine, I got a chance to meet with the Denver Broncos. And that was my favorite team growing up. So, like, being in that moment, you dream about going to the Combine, you dream about running, doing all this different stuff. And to meet with them was really cool for me. Who was your favorite team growing up?
Cowboys. I'm from Dallas. So
Cowboys.
Did you get a chance to inform with the Cowboys?
I did not.
He said he did not meet the Cowboys at the Combine, but like I showed you in all my other slides, it came out last week, he has officially met with the Steelers for a private workout, the Cowboys, and the Ravens. And I didn't know that the Jets and the Cardinals had already talked to him at the Combine. So we're talking about at least 5 teams formally and officially have met with him on that particular level, okay, as serious teams that was interested in him. That's 5, okay? Let's keep playing.
I'm going to ask a random question here, but do you think the Cowboys are actually going to get it together now? Like, you think they can actually make a Super Bowl run?
If they drafted,
I feel like they're a couple pieces. Pieces away.
One piece, Taylen Green away.
Taylen Green away.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yes.
We'll go with that.
so you talked about, watching Lamar Jackson, but when you were growing up in Dallas, who did you love to watch play, and like who did you model your game after?
Kyler Murray. He grew up in Dallas. I trained with his dad since 8th grade. So I mean, he never lost a game in high school. I wanted to be like him and running, how he runs with one hand. I was trying to do that in my little league game. I was trying to do all that. I would say that definitely.
Can you imagine Taylen Green running next to Kyler Murray? Like, hold on.
You know what? I think personally, the reason why they do this at a young age, so they don't get caught up with any type of scandals. Because even when he mentioned that he had a fiance, if you listen closely, RG3 said that was good, so you don't get caught up. And we all know what that means, okay? So this video is only about 2 more minutes, and then that'll be done with the Taylen Green. And then we're gonna talk about who will call Cleveland Browns to the red carpet, okay? So hey, if you need to go get your popcorn, use the bathroom, go ahead and get your snacks. You got 3 more minutes on the clock. 3 more minutes on the clock, and then we're gonna move into that. So go ahead and get your nose, your drink, and your vest over here. Tony Talks Fested Up, compelling sports edge. 3 more minutes.
Are we talking about Kyler Murray, the Cardinals quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still view Kyler Murray as like an NFL rookie. And then I'm thinking of him, and I'm like, how did you watch him growing up? But then I'm like, oh, they have like a 10-year age gap.
I mean, Kyler's been in the league for some time now.
But he still seems so young.
I mean, he looks young too. Kyler does it. We love Kyler. Kyler's a smooth quarterback, though. We understand.
Yeah, I'm Kyler biased.
So
I've been watching it because I was legit.
would that be something that you would look forward to if you were, because you looked up to him, you watched him since you were young, if the Cardinals were to give you an opportunity to go in there, and if he still ends up being there? I know there's some rumors going around that he might not be in Arizona, but would that be something that you would look forward to?
Definitely. I mean, I've talked to him a couple of times before I picked his brain, and just being, I'm a soap, like, especially, I mean, when you're a rookie, you're like a freshman again, so you're just trying to take everything in and understand that it's a new chapter of your life. So I would definitely be grateful for that opportunity.
I'm gonna take this moment before we get to our next segment.
You go for it, baby.
And I think I know the perfect spot for you, other than Arizona.
Whoo! Y'all brace yourself. Now, this is, like I say, NFL quarterback, ex-quarterback. He knows the ins and out. He knows these teams. He's been to a lot of these teams. He's heard noise in the background. So guess what? He's about to give Taylen Green the perfect spot for him if he could choose Taylen Green's spot, because he knows his skills, he knows his weaknesses, he knows his strength, and he knows the system. So let's keep this in mind before RG3 in the last minute of this video gives us and Taylen Green his opinion on where Taylen Green should get drafted and what. And you're going to hear Taylen Green's response also. Hold on, investors. 1 minute left.
First spot for you in the NFL right now would be the Baltimore Ravens. And the reason I say that is obviously I have a tie to Baltimore. I played there. I know Lamar. But I think your style of play suits that offense so well. It'll give you an opportunity to come into the league, learn from a pro like Lamar, but also when your opportunity comes, you'll have an offense that is tailored to your skill set. And I think that's very important for you going into the league. I don't think there's an offense you can't run. And that's something that I was also very, focused on when I was coming out. But I think it's an offense that you could certainly excel in. And that culture that they have there, play like a Raven, they have an identity. I think that would be perfect for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that, especially with Lamar learning under him. You can't complain about that at all. That would be a blessing for sure.
So that is, Vestas. That concludes my Taylen Green segment for today. And now we're finna go into that Augusto. That has impacted Andrew Berry. Has impacted Shedeur Sanders in a way, not a bad way, but in a way. But before I do that, let me go and read these comments, catch up, so we can go straight into it, and we can talk about what just happened in the last 24 hours, okay? And why it happened. I knew this was coming on the first day at the end of the combine, day 1, but I didn't know it was going to happen like this, Vestas. But hold on. Coach Prime has even had classes on getting caught up. He sure did. He definitely did. The only problem is you do not hear too many young men getting married that young unless they're carrying a bag. Well, she is also also at the combine, his fiance came up in conversation. She's also an athlete at the same school that he is, and she runs track and field. So they're both athletes. They're both in the same school. So she's an athlete also. And I think based off that, she was even going to, I think she was at some type of invitation only type of track meet. So hey, she's athletic too. They said the groupies will be waiting at the door. Yeah, and I think he's just trying to stay focused, right? Just stay focused. But I think they've been together for some years. Like I said, they at the same college. Now, it was one. Oh, here. I want to see it. What's up, Pickaboo? You 22. You must have heard me call your name in the atmosphere because I sure brought you up. Coach Prime has the caliber, and he does not care how great you think you are. He does not let up. Does the leave fade out in the background? Okay, you are who you are. These coaches letting you slide for a reason. And these other schools, because they wanted an easier journey to the NFL. But we shall see, okay? We shall see. Now, here we go. Okay, yep. And that's a shame, but they do that after them young men. Well, I mean, like I said, his fiance was an athlete at the same college that she's on scholarship also. So just go back to that combine video. I put some nuggets in that one, okay? I like what I saw. I put it like that. I like what I saw. She didn't have no kids. He didn't have no kids. They was both young, both on scholarship, star athletes at the school. So I like what I saw. Hint, hint, I like what I saw. All right, let's keep pushing. What's up, Pickaboo, you 222? Let's keep pushing. We finna go into the grand finale. Give me 1 second. Okay, we got through all of that. All right. And to watch that interview with RG3, this is the thumbnail. Well, that's not the thumbnail, but this is some of the information that came out of this. So actually, that video has got almost 200,000 and it was released on March the 9th. Now, since they brought up Kyler Murray, I think this was must have been filmed in February, because we know in March at free agency, when that window opened, Kyler Murray, he left and he went to the Vikings. Okay. He went to the Vikings. So we shall see. Let's go. Amen. Hallelujah. Let's go. So now, I just got to give my sponsors a quick shout out and then we'll move forward. So, hey, if you need any insurance, if you're in the great state of Jordan, South Carolina, please reach out to Mr. Roy T. Miles if you're in state greater Georgia. And if you're interested in life insurance, security, and national plans, reach out to Miss Helen. There's her number, her email address. Reach out to her. She has agents in all 50 states. If you need some life insurance policies. And I'll wait 10 seconds, give me a drink of water so you can take a screenshot of this for contact information. And also, if you're interested in the plan, let me take a drink of water and I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, Vestas, here we go. Vestas, what we talking about today? Here we go. Oh, Vestas, I'm finna tell y'all ears. Let me turn down my microphone because this is what you came here to see, and this is what we're about to talk about. I'm going to give you my whole entire attention to this because this is it. This is it, Vestas. That's right. Blind Beauty, big time. I like what I saw. Equal chic. Come on with it. Hold on. What stuff? I thought that was your quote. You talking about me? I ain't messing with you, Beauty. Nothing wrong with getting married young if you really are like that, right? I think he also mentioned that like one. I'm done. Let me stay focused. The young man don't rush to take over. I think they're a highly Christian family. And so and they already know about the temptations going into the NFL. And like Donna said, it's the groupies and all the other tension and all the things that. And guess what? When Travis Hunter wanted to get married, he said he didn't want to deal with that. He didn't want to deal with all the women. And do you know how many grown men was like, oh no, Travis, this is the best time. I mean, it's gonna come to you left, right. You won't be able to turn it down. Travis said, I don't want to deal with that. I know who I love. Travis Hunter said he know he loved. Taylen Green seemed like he know who he loves. They don't got time for all that. They don't got time to be out in the streets. That's what we should be uplifting to these young men with the bag, right? Because I understand divorces, no marriage is perfect, but would you want to lose your bag to a wife or woman that you love, relation with bad versus an allegation to a 19-year-old and you had to give half of your fortune? We're talking about $20 to $50 million for that even was not your wife. An allegation. What? Something behind the scenes that was taken incorrectly and you had to give up half your fortune. We talking about $20 million, $40 million, $50 million. Now, would you want to give that up to a wife that potentially have your kids or somebody you met in the gym that's about 40, 50 years younger than you and they'll snatch half of your fortune? But I'm going to move forward. Let's move forward. So I don't want no false allegations against none of these young men and they lose their money and their career. What? Just do it right. Not good for me though. What's not good for you though? Agree to keep them focused and throw some. Yeah, that's right. Those that find a wife find a good thing. I'm just saying. Those come on with it. And some of them never recover. Now mind y'all, Vestas. Now y'all the one to open this door. I didn't. Think about all the kids that don't even get to the NFL because of allegations such as this. Mind you, I think it was Isaiah Bond and Quinshon Junkins went through such allegations last year, right? That's why the NFL got them pennies on the dollars because of situations. I'm just saying. We're going to move forward. Here we go. You are right, Belster, 100%. Let's keep going. I would rather lose my fortune or try to negotiate, at least negotiate through lawyers. You take this, I take this, versus you hit me with an allegation that's false and I lost my whole entire career, livelihood, persona, brands, business deals because of false allegations. Now, okay, let's keep pushing. So here we go. Here we go. Now, this is the gusto. I'm not going to keep you long. I may keep you the next 15 minutes and be done with investors. Now, at the combine, didn't I tell you that this young man, he smoked the field in the 40 run time and also in his demonstration of his skill sets on the field. And what team did I say met with him day one on the combine because they wanted their own version of Myles Garrett? The reason I brought that up is because this young man, he's faster than Myles Garrett off the edge. Now, of course, Tony Talks vested up. Yep, he didn't have no body in front of him. He didn't have to get around a left tackle, a right tackle off that defensive line. But still, he got the speed. And guess what team met with him? The Cincinnati Bengals. So I knew that they was going to focus on someone that was going to be able to, and let's put it out there, rush Shedeur Sanders out of that pocket to the left or to the right, depending on what side they put him on to flush him out that pocket, right? Well, I knew the Bengals was going to take that approach because Shedeur Sanders is in that division, and they want to get back at the Cleveland Browns because the Cleveland Browns have been a defensive bully for how many years? Especially last year. You had Myles Garrett, you had Carson Wishiger. We talking about defensive player of the year and the rookie defensive player of the year on one team. Oh, everybody said, okay, Cleveland Browns, I know what you're doing. Now you're a dual threat. You got the defensive side. Now you're beefing up the offensive side. We was like, okay, they ain't playing checkers with the Cleveland Browns no more. So guess what the Cincinnati Bengals done? If you don't know, this is exactly what they did 24 hours ago or less. The Cincinnati Bengals, we already know this. They were sitting at number 10. Well, to me, it was too low, and they was looking at David Bailey. When I was like, guess what? David Bailey is not going to be sitting at 10. There's no way. They're too far down. So guess what they undid? They unsat to the table, and they basically uncalled the Cleveland Browns to show me your hand. They have already went out and traded their number 10 for a player named Dexter Lawrence. So that particular vessel that came in the room and put sexy Dex out there, I said, oh, you already know who they talking about. Let me continue. Here we go. So I saw the headline last night. I said, well, who is this? Who is this guy, right? So I go to Nightcap, right? This is the thumbnail for Nightcap. 10 pick for half a sack. I said, you mean to tell me that the Bengals gave up their first round number 10 pick for Dexter Lawrence, who only had a half a sack? If you watch that video, they clowning Ocho Cinco real bad. They going back and forth. Shannon Sharp is trying to make his case. Ocho Cinco's making his case. I mean, so it's going crazy. But I leave the video. I'm like just laughing at how Shannon Sharp was able to upset Ocho, right? But I'm like, hold on, I'm missing something. It gotta be something. It has to be something. Why the Bengals gave up number 10? And y'all, I found that answer. So I even pulled up his stats. It's true, last year he only had a half a sack. I said, okay, but he was injured. I said, but it got to be something else. Let's keep going. So these were the headlines, right? This was the headlines. Let's keep going. Oh, that's it. Okay. Now, this is what I found out, y'all. Hold on. This is what I found out. Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm about to come back to your comment because I didn't even know they came up. Oh, yeah. Sexy deck. Yes. Let me go get my notes. I don't have my drink. Let me go get my notes. So this is what I was able to pull up on Dexter Lawrence. Andrew Berry, you are definitely on the clock. Just like the combine, we thought the combine was just 40-yard time and doing drill sets on the field. The NFL draft, when we think of the NFL draft, we think of round one. We think that's when it happens. No. The draft has already started behind the scenes. Round one, that's just for TV promotions, commercials, and also revenue. No. The draft has already happened. Let me go ahead and tell you who the Cincinnati Bengals just picked up, okay? Some people know about him. Some people don't. Let me go ahead and put over my notes, and I'm going to let y'all go, investors. 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. I'm gonna let you go. So this is who the Cincinnati Bengals just picked up. All right, here we go. Find out where my notes begin at. Here we go. Now, according to research, Dexter Lawrence, the reason why they got him is because he is a rookie quarterback destroyer. He is a rookie quarterback destroyer. Whoo! He has, hold on, let me find that note. Caleb, what he did to Caleb Williams in his first year, he devastated him. Hold on. Shedeur. All right, investors, I got y'all waiting. One second. Well, good gracious. Dexter Lawrence. Rookie quarterbacks. All right, Dexter Lawrence has established himself as a dominant interior force, often serving as a welcome to the NFL litmus test for rookie quarterbacks, y'all. It may took me a while to find my notes, but the Cincinnati Bengals knew exactly what they was doing because they was at the bottom of the top 10. So they went out and got an enforcer, already veteran enforcer, 4-time Pro Bowler, to rush Shedeur Sanders off out of their pocket. Because they know David Bailey's going to be gone and everybody else that they were looking for, right? Let me continue to read. But he is considered welcome to the NFL litmus test as a nose guard interior force destroyer. Okay, this is Dexter Lawrence. All right. While specific adjective staffs of his career versus all rookie quarterbacks are summarized in a single database, his impact in these matchups is defined by his ability to disrupt the pocket from the nose tackle position. Let's keep going. Here are the notable performances versus rookie quarterbacks. Didn't I bring up Caleb Williams, y'all? In Caleb Williams' first year, remember, he was known to be one of the most rookie sack quarterbacks, right? Let's talk about what Dexter did to Caleb Williams. The Chicago Bears in 2022, Lawrence had a breakout game against rookie Justin Fields' era, okay, recording 2 sacks, the first multi-sack game of his career in a forced fumble. All right, Minnesota Vikings, Lawrence noted in interviews that his pressure significantly affected the Vikings' young signal callers, forcing them to miss throws and uncomfortable reads. Let's see what he did to 2023 against the New York Jets. Against a young Jets roster, Lawrence tied the NFL records for most pressures in a single game by interior defender with 15 pressures, 1 sack, and 5 QB hits. And they got him in the center, y'all. They got him in the center. Forget the edge. They got him in the center. So, trust me. Now, the Bengals, they still need an edge, but they got somebody in the middle. Okay, let's keep going. Now, why is he a nightmare for rookies? Rookie quarterbacks often struggle with interior pressure than the edge pressure because it collapsed their step-up lane in the pocket. This is why the Cincinnati Bengals have called the Cleveland Browns bluff and told Cleveland to put everything you got on the table because I already made my move. Let's keep reading. Double team magnet. So with him being in the interior, they're going to use him. Double team magnet. Lawrence led the NFL in double team rates for multi-seasons, over 60% of his pass rushes. For a rookie quarterback, seeing that interior lineman constantly push back into their lap, that means that he's able to push that center back into Shedeur Sanders' lap, y'all. Okay? Makes it nearly impossible to go through progressions. So you know how we talking about that height on the O-line? And that center is taller than Shedeur Sanders. So imagine Shedeur Sanders stepped a few feet back, right, to read his progressions, but that nose pushed that center into Shedeur Sanders' chest, y'all. This is what the Cincinnati Bengals just picked up, okay? Let's see, what else did it say? It's through his though primarily a nose tackle, he has been ranked as the third pass rusher in the league by PFF, showing speed that is rare for a 340-pound pass rusher nose guard. Once he reaches top speed, y'all hold y'all breath. Top speed of 17.35 miles per hour on a 37-yard interception run return. Once again, he is 340 pounds. His top speed, he can reach 17.3, which he did on a 37-yard interception return. Let me go to the comments before I continue. Okay, Vestas. This is who they just acquired. I'm going to come back to Coach Prime. Yeah, it started on this way. Okay. We wish we could get Crosby too, but we can't afford him. Yeah. Now, the Cincinnati Bengals, guess how much they got him? So they just didn't get it for 1 year. They actually have already, they're going to pay him for his 1 year left on contract, and they have extended him up to 2028. So he has become a cornerstone for their defense, right? Let's see here. But Shedeur, like Crosby, and Crosby refers to him as a little brother. True. Diggs would be a great fit for the Browns. He was great with my Pats. Coach, we already said we don't need no more divas over him. But I got you. But he has some financial, he has some legal stuff he need to take care of. They said Coleman would reunite with Shedeur. I did hear about that too. Yes, he do peekaboo. Browns will need a physical wide receiver. Y'all see how Judy was able to get Debo. I think Judy wanted to get Debo, but now a lot of, if they do trade down. Okay, so let's talk about the trade down. Now, considering this is why I put the onus on Andrew Berry. Andrew Berry, after we've learned a little bit more about Sexy Dex, is actually what they call him, Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Berry. Are you willing to trade down now, knowing that the Cincinnati Bengals is not below you now? They already got somebody. And guess what, y'all? Guess what? I heard before he signed with the Bengals, the Cleveland Browns was also trying to get Dexter Lawrence. If you don't believe me, I'll look up that article and read it to you. That's why they say it was more than a blockbuster, because the Cleveland Browns also was in the running for Dexter Lawrence. But the Bengals was able to get him yesterday. I found that article. Now, who would have thought that the combination of Monken and Sanders would make the new Browns? Come on with it. And that brown, orange and white. Now I love, but he's too small, like Gage. Is he also 5'11"? I need to look up his metrics. Andrew Berry's got something up for sure. I hope so. Bengals finally made moves. Yes. Their defense, right. And they did say they had an issue with stopping the run last year. Shedeur, not going to worry about him. I hope that O-line hold up. Sorry, that didn't send. FC North. Yes, it is. It's about to be a battle. I knew it was going to be a battle. I knew it was going to be a battle. Now, also, go back to my last night. Remember when I said yesterday when I talked about Taylen Green? I said I wouldn't be surprised, or I got a feeling in my stomach. What if Taylen Green and Shedeur Sanders meet up next year, NFL? Now, if the Steelers go ahead and pick up Taylen Green, they're definitely going to meet up. But right now that the AFC North, after picking up Dexter Lawrence, he's about to be another bully in the AFC North, just like Myles Garrett has bullied all these teams. Now the Bengals have got a nose guard that's finna bully that center and push that and put, listen, all that nose guard, all his job is to primarily push that center in the chest of that quarterback and make that quarterback scramble to the left or the right. Let's see him. Okay, all right. I'll deal with the comments. Let's go back to it. Now I want to read a little bit more on Dexter, then I'll let y'all go, okay? Okay, hold on. I read that. All right, context as of April 26th. Following the tenure with the New York Giants, Lawrence was recently traded to the Cincinnati Bengals, which we know. He joins a defense where he will likely continue his trend of being the primary disruptor for divisional rookie quarterbacks and young offensive. Now, let's look at this, Vestas. They're bringing him in to disrupt young rookie quarterbacks in his divisions. Well, let's look at it. Cleveland Browns have a rookie, Shedeur Sanders, right? The Baltimore Ravens don't, right? The Steelers don't, because we don't know who they're going to pick, right? They need a quarterback. They're talking about bringing Aaron Rodgers in. And who else? The Bengals, of course, we can't count them because he joined the Bengals. So what other rookie quarterback they bringing him in for? I'm thinking Taylen Green, y'all. This is how that adds up. I'm thinking the Steelers is going to bring in Taylen Green, which is why the Cincinnati Bengals, because they don't have the young quarterbacks, they got the older quarterbacks. But in order to level the field between the Bengals, the Steelers, if they get Taylen Green, and the Cleveland Browns with Shedeur Sanders, they need somebody in that center to disrupt their flow, especially in terms of progressions. Let's keep going. Now, this is his career highlights. Total sacks, 30.5. Total pressures, nose tackle. Led the league multiple years. 81 pressures over 2 seasons. Accolade, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time all-time something. And he's recently traded for the number 10. So I can understand why the Cincinnati Bengals gave up number 10 for him. Okay, if he produces or not, it is what it is, Vestas. It is what it is. So that's it, Vestas. I told you I wasn't gonna take that long. It have not even been an hour and 20 minutes. But I had to get that out regarding Dexter Lawrence. Hold on. I think I asked one more question. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. I had one question. One interesting question I asked. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gonna love this response. Disrupt Shedeur. The Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, let me see what he did against Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, rookie year. That's what I meant to tell y'all. Hold on. Here we go. Dexter Lawrence primary meeting with Caleb Williams during the quarterback's rookie year 2024 saw Lawrence continue his representation as a rookie eraser. That's what I was trying to get, y'all. He is considered a rookie eraser, though Williams ultimately had the last laugh in the comeback victory, but the first time, right? While Lawrence and the Giants defense controlled the majority of the game, Williams managed a late game surge to secure the 20-24 victory for Chicago, right? Now, in the season where he recorded a career-high 9 sacks, Lawrence was a constant disruptor facing a rookie quarterback, he led an interior rush that held the Bears to just 10 points through the first 10. I'm sorry, for the first 3 quarters. And there it is, Vestas. There it is, Vestas. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Hey, now I know who you are. How you doing, Vesta? How you doing? Hey, you just caught in at the end of the show, but thank you for coming in. What's up, Andrew? I know who he is now, but y'all. But hey, but as one of the other Vestas said, hey, Andrew Berry, that O-line, don't forget. Now we got Todd Monken, and we also got George Warhol, who is, I'm going to consider offensive line genius. So now all they got to do is, I could picture Andrew Berry's whiteboard. I could picture Andrew Berry got a man cave in his house, and on his walls ain't nothing but boards. All these different strategies that Andrew Berry has come up with just in case this happened, this happened, this happened. Andrew Berry said yesterday he has a lot of options. He's considering a lot of options. Only thing this does now, Vestas, and if you don't know, this is when you need to take notes in terms of strategies, right? Because as we see, it's more than football. It is more of it's more of a business. If people believe that football is entertainment, they're looking at it just from an entertainment perspective. But if you focus on football the right way, you will start learning a lot of business practices and strategies. The only thing the Bengals, even though they think they have pushed Andrew Berry against the wall, all it has did was it has allowed Andrew Berry to fine-tune all the options he needs to focus on. Now he don't need to think about 10 different scenarios. Oh, the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, you want to call my bluff? Oh, you got this potential player. Now I can focus on this option, or this option, or this option. They actually have given Andrew Berry the tools he needs in order to focus on what that first pick need to be. And if he is going to consider trading down to number 12. So yes, the Cowboys, now they should be worried now if Andrew Berry is going to trade down or not, or stay at number 6. Because this is something definitely to consider, Vestas. And there it is. And there it is. Coach Dre. Coach Dre. Now, I don't know. Let's see how. Hey, I know them boys up in the mountains are doing well, okay? Put it like that. Andrew Berry and Andrew looking to win. Andrew, listen, all it did has helped Andrew Berry fine-tune what he needs to do in the next 4 days. Investors, like somebody had said in the last 3 or 4 lives ago, and somebody said that I don't recall their name. They said, listen, the teams are finna start trading places, trading people. And I see last night was significant. Oh, let me find that article, then I'm gonna let you go. The one that they said Andrew Berry. Andrew Berry. Give me 1 second. Y'all go get a swig of water. I need to find that article. I'm going to read it while they called out. The article called out Cleveland Browns when they made this, when the Cincinnati Bengals made this trade or acquisition last night. Oh, here it goes. 7 hours ago, the Bengals Dexter Lawrence trade just threw the Browns draft plans into turmoil. Let me find that right here. It came out from Yahoo Sports. They called out Andrew Berry. Turmoil. I'm gonna let y'all go, Vestas. Here we go. 13 hours ago. Monken, Garrett, Sanders, AB, their eyes are on the prize because they won't. Of course. Like I said, this just, how can I say it? Alleviate Andrew Berry with so many different possibilities. Now he can just focus on now knowing who that guard is, especially for the division, right? Especially because in order to get the Super Bowl, you got to win that division first, and you got to get into playoffs. Now Andrew Berry is just starting to see how the teams in that division, how they moving. It's just going to have him specifically focus now on other players. But Andrew Berry, my stance is still the same. You need to go ahead and get that left tackle first. Everything else will fall in place, okay? Now, this obviously is bad news for the rest of the AFC North. and the Cleveland Browns in particular. The Lawrence trade could significantly alter the Brown 2026 draft strategy. Y'all, I didn't even read this article, and I just basically said the same thing. Especially if Andrew Berry is planning on shopping the number 6 overall. Didn't I just say that? The Giants now hold 2 premium selections at number 5 and number 10 overall. So now Andrew Berry, instead of just looking at the Cincinnati Bengals, he also has to play chess with the Giants over here, because now they have number 5 pick and number 10 pick. So Andrew Berry, are you going to keep number 6, or are you going to trade down to number 12 so you can get 3 choices in a 2? But if you do that, that means that the Giants could pick the players that you could be eyeing in the top 10. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, the Giants, okay, not number 10 and number 12. And like the Browns, they have been linked to just every top wide receiver prospect, including Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, and Jordan Tyson. So let's just say, given Andrew Berry, thinking outside the box, if he was pretending or projected or wanted to get a wide receiver for number 6, where does it put him now that the Giants could probably get 2 of the 3 that he could be looking at, y'all? Because if oh my God, just Andrew Berry, we believe in you. We believe in you, okay? So, and then also get this, the Giants also have a major needs along with their offensive linemen, just like the Cleveland Browns. And a host of another player off the League 2 Browns, which is Spencer Fano. Y'all, just come back tomorrow. There's going to be some more updates, but Andrew Berry now will not sleep until, I'm going to say, Saturday night after the NFL draft. Let's go back to this right here. And then I'm going to let y'all go, Vestas. Andrew, let me go. You coming on late, Donna? I'm pretty let y'all go. I know sports commentary deniers could not win. Yes, I believe you. I believe you. Andrew Berry. Okay. Let's see here. Some are saying okay. Muckin will draw up plays that would disrupt his intentions. Do this different. Hey, I'm open to I love all comments. I'm open to any suggestions, okay? But I want to continue this conversation, okay? Whatever who's in the room. Pickaboo. Let me tell you one thing. I don't know if you came in here after the Taylen Green segment, but if the Steelers go ahead and get Taylen Green, it's going to be, AFC North. Everybody's going to be watching AFC North. And everybody's going to be like, Jerry Jones, who? We won't even know that part of the United States. Everybody's going to be focused on the AFC North. AFC North. And also Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not letting that go. Okay? Let me see. Great show. Thank you so much, Lady of Elegance. It sounds like a plan. That would be a good game to go to. Yes. I'll be there. Okay, Andrew. Okay. Pickaboo, come on, join us if you September. Okay. Glad you made it. It's definitely not the same if Donna is not in the room. But that's right. Must see TV. Danny, you welcome. All right, Vessels. I'm going to give you back your Sunday, okay? So I talk to you tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. And Andrew, thank you for coming in the room and continue to pass on those messages if you have that connection, okay? The guys look good. We just want them back safe in the fall, in the summer. And we're going to move forward with Colorado and Cleveland over here. All right, Vestas. Thank you for watching. Be back tomorrow, okay? Tony Talks messes up compelling sports edge. See you soon.